Well, good morning, all of you wonderful and beautiful people, all 30 of you. This week I was asked, can I exercise after getting an adjustment? And the answer is generally yes, you can. In fact, it's better to exercise after getting an adjustment because then your nervous system is working more optimally. Your muscles are more relaxed, working properly. You can kind of think of it as if you were playing a piano after it's being tuned. You are better to exercise afterwards than you are beforehand, because if you exercise beforehand, or if just like if you're practicing a piano, if you practice with a piano that isn't tuned or a guitar that isn't tuned, you will sort of get this negative feedback as you're playing. Things won't feel right, and you just won't be playing as well. It won't work as well. Generally speaking, that is a good analogy. But there are some cases, for example, where somebody couldn't get adjusted before where they couldn't exercise before the adjustment, so therefore they wouldn't necessarily be able to afterward either. So the main question here is, could you get adjusted? Could you exercise before the adjustment? In other words, do you have an injury that's preventing you from playing already, that's preventing you from exercising? So it really does vary from person to person. If you have an injury, I may ask you to not do certain exercises or to not play your sport for a while, but that doesn't happen very often because people will typically want to play. I'm not going to recommend you not playing unless it is a severe enough problem that you really can't play. If you sprained your back or your ankle, that's probably a situation where maybe I'm not going to want you to play. But I also know, being a sport chiropractor, I know that many of you are going to play anyway. So I have to be careful with my recommendations to make sure that they're in line with what you're going to do and with what you want to do. And I have to make sure that if it is something where I'm going to make a hard statement that you really can't play, this really is a severe thing, and I'm really not the type to make you not play. That is not typically what my strategy is for making you better. I want you to play right away if that's going to be better for you. And sometimes it is. I'm not going to tell you to stop playing unless you really shouldn't be playing. So yeah, I guess that answers your question. But a lot of athletes are actually going to get adjusted, between periods. You see, I've heard of professional hockey players getting adjusted between periods, every period. Boxers who get adjusted not in between rounds, but right before their match. Golfers, I've seen golfers on TV getting adjusted in between holes. It should optimize your performance and fine-tune your performance, and you should actually perform better after getting an adjustment than you would have performed beforehand. So I hope that answers your question. But, I think there is a misconception. You think of like Kramer, there's a sort of misconception perhaps that the adjustment is almost like breaking something and that you have to sort of, sleep in a wooden board for 3 days afterward, so everything has to set. That's just not true. That's not. It's not like a broken arm where it's broken and then you reset it and then it has to set and heal for like 6 weeks. That's just not the way an adjustment works. It's completely wrong. Yeah, but if I think Kramer on Seinfeld said, "It's common sense. You have to sleep in a wooden board for 3 days." It's not true. All right. I hope you found that interesting. Bye.